Hello, wonderful mathematicians. Here is Mrs. Boynton coming to you to teach you a little bit about division with remainders. We're on lesson 31, and I'm going to put my name. I was going to put Aaron. There, I guess that works. There's my name. And the warm-up, we're going to start with A. We have a multiplication problem, 61 times 9. What we're going to do is we're going to do the 2 digits for the area model and the 1 digit. So we have to do a rectangle that represents that. So we have to have a rectangle that has 2 wide and 1 high. So we have 9, the 1 digit on this side. And then we expand 61 to 60 plus 1. So down here we have 60 times 9 equals, we know because we're awesome mathematicians that we can take that 0 away. 6 times 9 is a little difficult, so I'm going to do 9 times 5, which I know is 45, and then I'll add another 9 to make it 6, and that is 54. So 54, but because this is not a 6, it's a 60, we need to put that 0 back on. All right, now we're going to go to the next box. And this is 9 times 1. Oh my goodness, this is so easy. There's no zeros. 9 times 1, one group of 9 is 9. Now we're going to take these partial products. 540 plus 9 equals 0 plus 9 is 9. 4 plus 0 is 4. And 5 plus 0 is 5. So the product of 61 times 9 is 549. Do a little smiley face. That'll be good. All right, now we're going to do our next warm-up, which is 5 times 72. And we will do the partial product method. So we're going to do our bigger number on top, 72 times 5. Okay, so we know that if we do this, it is 5 times 2, and that equals 10. And then 5 times 70, so 5 times 70. Again, we can take that 0 away for just a second. 5 times 7 is 35, if we count by 5s. And then we need to place that 0 on the end. Because it's not 5 times 7, it's 5 times 70. And then we're going to add these together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 5 is 6. 3 plus 0 is 3. So the product of 5 times 72 is 360. Good job, guys. All right. So today we're going to be learning about division with remainders. So I will be able to divide numbers with remainders. Now on the front there is a little bit of an explanation, and it says sometimes when dividing there is something left over. This is called a remainder. Example, John and Sam have 7 cookies. They decided to share them equally. After dividing 7 divided by 2, they each get 3 cookies, but there's 1 left over. This extra cookie is called the remainder. So here is John, and this is Sam. That's their plate. Okay, and they have 7 cookies. So we have 1 cookie for John, 1 cookie for Sam. 2 cookies for John, 2 cookies for Sam. 3 cookies for John, 3 cookies for Sam. But the 7th cookie we have to put over here because it would not, we can't have 4 cookies on each plate. So if we have this, we know that 7 divided by 2 equals 3 with the remainder, which is represented by an R, 1. Remainder is, it's never going to be bigger than the divisor. So if the 1 was a 2 or higher, then we know that we could do 1 more cookie. All right? So let's move on. Okay, so divide 16 divided by 3. So again, let's do repeated subtraction. We're going to do with a 0. And then we're going to go clear up to our dividend, which is 16. And we're going to do repeated subtraction back in groups of 3. So 16 take away 3 is 13. Take away another 3 is 10. Take away another 3 is 7. Take away another 3 is 4. Take away another 3. I got to kind of do a big jump there. Is 1. Take away another 3. That goes past the 0, so there's 1. And then there's 2 more past the 0. So what we do is we take this spot right here and we figure out how many more do we need to get to 1. So we know that we need to jump only 1 mark to get from 0 to 1. So we count these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know that there was 5 jumps, and the leftover is this spot right here, so it's 1. And now we can check the answer by saying, okay, we can multiply 5 times 3, and we know that 5 times 3 is 5, 10, 15. And then with this remainder, we add on to it, so we add 1, and we should get the dividend. So here's the dividend, and it's the same. So we know that 16 divided by 3 is 5, remainder 1. Okay, now we're going to go to B. Be all that you can be. All right. We're going to do repeated subtraction again. So we do our little number line, because that's what Mrs. B loves. Okay, we're going to do 0, and then our dividend, which is 25. We know that we're going to do groups of 4 repeated subtraction. So 25 take away 4 is 21. Jump another 4, and that is 17. We jump another 4, that's 13. We jump another 4, that is 9. We jump another 4, that is 5. We jump another 4, that is 1, and then we jump past the 0. So we need to know how many does that represent. From 0 to 1, that represents 1. So we count up the 4s that we jump back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the leftover is 1. So we have 6 with the remainder of 1. Now again, if we want to check it, we take 6 times 4. So 6 times 4. So that is 6, 12, 18, 24. And then we add the remainder, and it should be the dividend, which it is. So we know that 25 divided by 4 is 6, remainder 1. Good job, guys. Okay, so let's do the chunking method. I'm just going to add my 7 side on. And I'm going to say, okay, with my 5, how many times, or what's the biggest number that I know can I take out of 47? So 5 times 5, let's say, is 25. So I'm going to say 5 times 5 is 25. I'm going to subtract that. And 7 take away 5 is 2. 4 take away 2 is 2. Okay, we're not to 0 yet, so we have to keep going. So we can't take another 5 times 5 out because that would be 25 and that's too much. So we're going to do 5 times 4, which we know that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So we're going to subtract 20. 2 take away 0 is 2. 2 take away 2 is 0. So we now are left with a 2. And we need to ask ourselves, can we take out another 5 out of this 2? And that answer is a big no. We cannot. So if we cannot take another divisor out of what is left, then we know that that is our remainder. So we look at our partial quotients. 5 plus 4, that is 9. And then we have our remainder of 2. And again, we can figure out if this is correct by doing multiplication. We take 9 times the divisor, which is 5. And 5 times 9 is 45. We add in the remainder, which is 2. And it should be the dividend. So 5 plus 2 is 7, and 4 plus 0 is 4. So the dividend matches up. So 47 divided by 5 equals 9R2. Good job. All right. Let's go to D. Again, we're going to do the chunking method. And I'm going to do this side over here just to help me out. So I'm looking at 6 and 58. 6 is the divisor, 58 is the dividend. If I do 6 times 10, that would be 60. Can I take 60 out of 58? I can't. So that's too big of a number. So let's do 6 times 5. If I do 6 times 5, I know that that is 30. And if I subtract that 30, 8 take away 0 is 8. 5 take away 3 is 2. We have 28 left over. Can I take any more 6s out of that? Yes, I can. So I know I can't do a 6 times 5 because that would be 30, and I can't get 30 cookies if there's only 28. So let's do one less. So 6 times 4. And I know if I skip count 6s, that's 6, 12, 18, 24. So I'm going to subtract 24. 8 take away 4 is 4. 2 take away 2 is 0. Now I'm going to ask myself, this remainder, this 4, can I take any more of the divisor out? If I have 4 cookies, can I take 6 out? No, I cannot. So this means I'm stopping, and this is the remainder. All right? So now we're going to take over here and do our partial quotients. 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. And then I need to put the remainder on, which is 4. So 58 divided by 6 equals 9 remainder 4. We also, remember, we can do our multiplication to check our answer. We take 9 times it by our divisor, which is 6. Again, 9s are a little tricky, so I'm going to do 9 times 5. I know 9 times 5 is 45. I do another group of 9, and that's going to be 54. And then I'm going to add the remainder, which is 4. And this should be my dividend. 4 plus 4 is 8. 5 plus 0 is 5. If this is my dividend, I did it right. Good job, guys. All right. Now we have 38 divided by 6. So 38 divided by 6. I'm going to do a different way. I'm going to do, okay, so here is how many cookies we have, or our dividend, our amount that we're breaking apart. And this is our divisor, which is our groups. I'm going to do 6 groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to put equal amounts in each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Now I got to stop. I'm at 36. Do you think I can do another 6 out, or 6, and still be under 38? The answer is no. So if I'm at 36, I have 2 left over. So what do you think this 2 is? The 2 is the remainder. Whoop. So we need to figure out how many equal amounts are in each group, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is 6 with a remainder of 2. Now again, we can do multiplication. We take this 6, we multiply it with the divisor, which is also 6. So 6 times 6 is 36. And then with the remainder, we add it. So 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 0 is 3. And that should be our dividend, and it is. So we checked it. So 38 divided by 6 is 6, remainder 2. All right. Now we have 47 divided by 7. Again, I'm going to do my group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's my divisor. And I'm going to take 47 and divide it equally between those groups. Now, I don't want to do 47 little individual dots. So I know, let's see, if I put 5 in each one, let's see if it goes over. So we have plus 5, then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Now I can't do another 5 because that would be too many. So let's do 2s. Or let's just do 1. So we have 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So we're at 42. Do you think we can take another 7? We can't. So we're at 42, and we have 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. We have 5 left over. So that would be our remainder. So now we need to figure out what is in each group. We have 5 plus 1. That is 6 with a remainder of 5. Again, we can take the divisor with the 6, multiply it together. So 7 times 6 is 42. And we add the remainder. 2 plus 5 is 7. 4 plus 0 is 4. And this should be our dividend. So did we get it right? We absolutely did. So 47 divided by 7 is 6, remainder 5. All right, let's keep going. All right, so 76 divided by 9. I know this looks like a fraction, but this is another way to represent division. So if we have 76 divided by 9, I'm going to do the chunking method again, okay? So the 9 is the divisor, and then we're going to do the chunking method, and 76 is the dividend. If I do 9 times 10, I know that that's 90, so that's too big. What if I do 9 times 5? Let's look at this. So 9 times 5, I know is 45. Well, I can take that out. And there will be 6 take away 5 is 1. 7 take away 4 is 3. Okay, so we got to keep going. What is the highest number I can take out of 31 using 9s? So I know I have 9, 18, 27, 36. 36 is too high, so I got to do that. 27, which is 9 times 3. We can't take 7 away from 1, so we need to borrow. 11 take away 7 is 4. 2 take away 2 is 0. So we have 4 left over. We can't take any more groups of 9 out. So because if I take 9 out, it would be less than 0, this ends up being our remainder. We take our partial quotients, add them together. 5 plus 3 is 8. Then we have to make sure that we put the remainder on, because if we don't, it's not the correct answer. 8 with a remainder of 4. Now remember, guys, we can take that 8 times it by the divisor. 8 times 9 is 72. We add the 4, which is the remainder. 2 plus 4 is 6. 7 plus 0 is 7. This should be our dividend, and it absolutely is. So 76 divided by 9 is 8, remainder 4. Good job, guys. All right. 26 divided by 3. So we have our chunking method. We have 3 as the divisor, 26 is the dividend. What is the highest amount that I can take in groups of 3? 3 times 10 would be too much, it'd be 30. I know that 3 times 5, though, is 15. So let's just do what we know. 3 times 5 equals 15. If I take 15 from 26, 6 take away 5 is 1. 2 take away 1 is 1. We're not there yet. I need to ask myself, can I take any more groups of 3 out of 11? And yes, I can. So what is the highest? Let's see. We have, if we skip count, we have 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 would be too much, so let's go back 1, and that is 9. So if we do 3 times 3, we have 9. Let's borrow. 11 take away 9 is 2. Can I take any more groups of 3? No, I cannot. It would be less than 0, and that's not what we want. So this would be our remainder. And we take these, our partial quotients, add them together. 5 plus 3 is 8. And our remainder is 2. Now, guys, remember, if you do not put your remainder on, it is not the correct answer. So we can check our work by taking the 8 and the 3, which is the divisor, multiplying it together. 8 times 3 is 24. We add in the remainder, which is 2, and that is 26. If this is the dividend, we are definitely on the right track. So 26 divided by 3 is 8, remainder 2. All right, guys, we only have 2 more. All right, so we have a math problem. Juanita made 42 cookies to share with her friends. If she has 8 friends, then how many cookies did each friend get? How many cookies were left over? All right, let's figure out what our dividend and our divisor is. So we have 42 cookies and 8 friends. We know that the 42 is the divisor, or the dividend, and 8 is the divisor. Let's do some repeated subtraction, okay? We start at 0, and then 42, we jump back with our divisor, which is 8. So 42 take away 8 is 34. Take away another 8 is 26. Take away another 8 is 18. Take away another 8. That is 10. Take away another 8. That is 2. And then if we take out another 8, that would be too far back. That would be past the 0. So we need to figure out what is this space. If I go from 0 to 2, that is 2. So the remainder is 2 left over. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, remainder 2. But that's not what it asks. It says, how many cookies did each friend get? Each friend gets how many cookies? Gets 5 cookies with 2 left. Good job, guys. Our next one is Yoon Lee earned 57 tickets playing games at the fair. She can redeem the tickets for candy bars. If each candy bar cost 8 tickets, then how many candy bars can she buy? How many tickets will she have left over? So we need to identify the dividend and the divisor. So if we do a repeated subtraction and we have 0 and we have 57, again, we need to jump back with the divisor, which is 8. 57 take away 8 would be 49. Take away another 8 would be 41. Take away 8 is 33. Take away 8 be 25. Take away 8. That'd be 17. Take away 8. That would be 9. Take away 8. That'd be 1. And then we would jump past the 0. We need to figure out what this space is right here. So 0 to 1 would be 1. So our remainder is 1. But we jumped back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So 57 divided by 8 equals, let's count again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, remainder 1. And again, you can multiply this 7 and the 8 together. So 7 times 8. Let's figure out 7 times 5 is 35. And then we need to do 3. So 7 times 3 is 21. So we have 35, 21. That's 56. So 7 times 8 is 56. And then we add that remainder is 57. And is the 57 our dividend? It is. So we know that our answer is correct. So she can buy 7 candy bars with 1 ticket left over. All right, guys. Have a beautiful day. Know that we love you. and always smile.